Hi, I'm Chris. For vacation this year, I thought I should see some more of our province of British Columbia at 10 kilometers an hour, and this is what I saw. Engineering solutions are interesting. This one is clearly a wall brace that's designed to prevent the slope that's above there from sliding down onto the rail bed. And you can see it's very old, and it's mostly rotted out. But it's a really creative solution using fairly minimal materials, except mostly what was on hand. And you can see the slope up here has slumped and destroyed a section of it. And also here, water has run across the trail. There is a culvert down there, right there. And then here's a section of it that's still not been destroyed by the slope and is essentially still doing its job. Morning. It's September 15th, Wednesday. Just got the stove going this morning. Make some tea and then eventually breakfast. It's quite cool this morning, but not cold. Camped there last night beside the river. The river's right over here. There's the river, and unfortunately, just beyond the river is the road. You see the K-rails there, keep people from going over the side. But not a bad spot. It rained for part of the night, and then it was dry. And looks like a decent day today. The traffic noise wasn't too bad. Fortunately, where I grew up, we lived a half a block from the freeway, so I'm quite used to traffic and can sleep right through it. And managed to sleep for 10 hours last night, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna have some tea, and then after that have some breakfast. I only brought one dish, and it's a cup, and it shares duty for everything. And then I'll pack up and hit the trail. So here I am crossing the West Kettle River on Kelly Bridge, and that's the view upstream. And that's the view of me. Quite a nice morning. So this is the spot I found for lunch today. It's 2 minutes to 12. And I found a nice little rocky outcrop right here, overlooking the river. Looking down that way, looks pretty nice. It's a deep swimming hole here. Looking up that way, looks pretty nice. This is a well-worn spot, so I think a lot of people use it. And I'm going to use it today. So we'll just set up here, sit my butt down. Oh yeah. Camera here. Maybe tilt it up a bit. There we are. Too high. And I'm gonna have lunch. It's a bit breezy today, so I don't know how much the microphone's picking up, and I never do know. Keep my lunch in this bag. I'm gonna have some buns. Some cheese yesterday in Beaverdale, so I'm going to have cheese on my buns and use that to cut it. And then the most funnest part of all is I get to take insulin, because diabetes is that much fun. With every meal I get to take some insulin, so I'll turn this off now and do that.
Lots of gates along this section. Makes sense because this is all rangeland. But you have to be quite careful because one of them had wasps in the pipe, which is maybe not quite as user-friendly as it could have been. Open it like so. Fetch the bike, and I generally just walk it through. And walking it through. Stand back down. Balance it. It's fallen over me twice, so that's the tricky bit. It's heavy at the back, you see. Back to the gate. Close gate. And then this tricky latch bit. Go around like so. Thread it through one of these. So there we go. And that's how we get through the gates. Riding the rough, kind of bumpy section between Rock Creek and Midway, fairly close to Midway, about 6 kilometers away. And the trail surface has been super rough on this stretch since crossing under the highway, but it's compensated for by the view. Look at that. Like, that is outstanding. Well, I've made it to mile 0 of the Kettle Valley Railway. This is the Midway Museum in the town of Midway. I came from there, and they've provided this little sheltered spot. You can have a picnic. And I'm going that way. So now the railway becomes the Columbia and Western Railway from this point all the way to Castlegar. And I think that was, yeah, this was mile 0 of the KVR, and they used to have a Y right here to turn the trains around. Long gone. And so they would run them back and forth between here and Hope, or here in Penticton, or here and Princeton. But this was a staging area for log loading and other goods loading and unloading to switch between railways. Pretty spot.